Beach, Hope Sound, Martin County's Heritage Station.
The opinions expressed are those of the show's host and not the staff or management of Port St. Lucie Broadcasters. Any reproduction without written consent of WSTU and WPSL is strictly prohibited. Now it's time for Quality of Life Radio, brought to you by Cigna and Aetna Medicare. Here are your hosts, Gary Owen and Tom Bouvier.
Hello, good morning to all of our beautiful, fabulous friends out there in the 46 countries in the United States that are tuning in this morning. And welcome to the world-famous Quality of Life radio show. Thank you for joining us this extraordinary Tuesday morning. I am your host, Gary Owen. I'm the president of Owen Insurance Group.
And I'm your co-host, Tom Bouvier.
And today is a very, very special day.
I feel so wonderful.
So for all of you sweethearts out there, we want to say Happy Valentine's Day.
Love is in the air.
Probably not too late if you forgot about your best sweetheart. It's probably not too late to go to the store and get the card, get the flowers. If you haven't already, you're probably already in the doghouse.
Worst case scenario, there's probably some guy on the side of the road selling flowers. And even worst case scenario, just go find some plant. We live in Florida. They're growing everywhere.
Come to my house.
Even the weeds look good, right?
Don't come to my house.
Or
the
weeds. Yeah.
All right, well, we have a really great lineup in store for you this morning. And we have three lovely ladies in the studio accompanying Tom and I. And we're excited to bring them on. But first, Tom, we're here every single Tuesday morning for an extraordinary purpose.
Absolutely. We have great high purposes and objectives for this radio show. We are here
We're still trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah, that's right. We kind of make it up as we go, if you don't notice. Now, we have a few little cheat sheets, but primarily it's
Ad lib.
But we do come here every Tuesday morning to bring relevant content to our listeners. So listen up, folks. Even among all the jokes and bantering, we do bring information that can really help you. And secondly, we love to support and showcase local organizations, local business owners, administrators, different people. And we have three wonderful guests that will be introduced here in a moment. And lastly, Gary, you and I, we've been in the health insurance industry combined for many, many years, and we love to bring education, information that will help people improve their quality of life. And thus the name of the show, the Quality of Life Radio Show.
Yes, and later on in the show, we are also going to provide you top 10 Valentine's Day gift ideas. So you want to stay tuned for that because all 10 of them are important to enhance and protect your quality of life. And again, that's why we're here. That's the name of our show. And we are about protecting your quality of life and your relationship.
That's right.
With your significant other. So that's why we're here for. So without any further ado, Tom, we're going to go ahead and introduce our guest for this week. We have in the studio this morning, sitting next to me is Faye Flack. We have Dana Von Rentown and Mary Chambers, who happens to be the Master Gardener Extraordinaire. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Tom and Gary, good to see you both.
Good to see you. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Valentine's Day.
Thank you for having us. It's a pleasure.
We're expecting our chocolates.
Oh, no.
I think, Gary,
I made you brownies and I left them at home.
We were supposed to bring the chocolates for them.
Happened. We were supposed to bring them.
Yeah.
Well, Tom and
I thought about that when I was in the bathroom.
Tom and I are on a diet, so we have no chocolate in our immediate future.
Oops. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at an event this morning for a chamber event, and I won something. It wasn't chocolate. No, it wasn't chocolate.
Come on, Tom. You
okay.
cheated on me?
I must confess, I did.
We're holding each other accountable.
Transparency. Yeah.
That's okay. I ate my cookie.
I won't eat for the next 3 days. I promise.
All right. So, Faye, tell us. We'll start with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and of course, the Jensen Beach Garden Club is in the house with us this morning. So tell us a little bit about yourself. We'll go around the room and then we'll figure out why you're here.
Okay. Well, I'm not a very interesting person.
However, don't believe that for a second, Faye.
Let's see. I've lived in Martin County for about 8 years. The first year of it, we were living aboard on our boat.
Nice.
At Mariner Cay.
I like you already.
We spent 4 years living aboard and traveling all over the eastern half of the United
Very
States,
nice.
the rivers and Bahamas.
And not interesting, come on.
And then we decided Martin County was for us, so we sold our boat and moved on land in Jensen Beach. And right away I joined the Jensen Beach Garden Club so I could meet people because I didn't know anyone in Martin County. So it's been a great ride. I absolutely adore it here.
Martin County is probably the best, in my opinion, is the best kept secret in the country.
Unfortunately.
We're trying not to give that secret away, but my gosh, people are moving in anyway, so
They
I
sure
think the
are.
secret's out.
The secret is out, definitely.
And where did you and your boat come from?
Ohio.
Ohio,
So
okay.
I lived in a Cleveland suburb as a young person and growing up, and then we moved to Springfield, Ohio, in the southwest part of the state. And from there, we used to drive up to Lake Erie and hop on our boat there and travel around the Great Lakes.
Did you bring that boat to Florida, or did you sell that and buy a new boat?
We've had several boats, but the last boat that we had in Ohio, we did bring to Florida.
Nice.
Yeah, my got family that lives in Salem, just south of Cleveland. Area, so.
Yes.
All right, so Dana,
Good morning.
you're up.
Good morning.
Batter up.
All right. My husband and I moved here about 3 years ago from Maryland. We had some friends who had recently moved to the Stewart area. We came down for a football game just to enjoy the area, fell in love with it, and the next thing we know, 3 months later, we're living here. So
Isn't it amazing how that happens?
it is amazing how that happens. We came right before COVID hit, so it was a
Nice.
good time
Good
to be in
timing.
Florida for sure.
Boy, you are not kidding. You timed that
my.
one just perfectly.
We certainly did for a variety of reasons.
Yes, no question.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Good to have you also with us, Dana. And you want to share your mic with Mary?
Yes, hi, I'm Mary Chambers, and my husband always wanted to retire somewhere warm because he was a butcher and always cold. So we moved to Florida 2 years ago, and we had always traveled around Florida, and we loved the Treasure Coast, and we loved Hutchinson Island, and we found a beautiful home in Jensen Beach. And being newly retired, I was bored. What do you do after working? I was self-employed, working 50 hours a week or so. So I joined everything I could, and I joined the garden club, and I love it. As it's over 100 women and men, and I got involved a little bit more with committees, and thus that's why I'm here.
Nice.
So 100 women
And men.
and men.
100 plus, about 110 now, I think.
Is there a membership? Tell us a little bit about the Jensen Beach Garden Club.
Yes, it's very easy to become a member.
Are you looking for members?
We are always looking for members, and we always welcome members. Since when I became co-president on the board 2 years ago in April, we had about 70 members. And today we have over 100.
Look at you, Madam President.
So we
From
are
the uninteresting woman.
we
Good job.
are
I
growing
need
and
some help
doing very
recruiting
well.
agents.
She
I
could
can
be
do
our
that.
marketing director for agent
I love it.
recruitment.
Interesting enough, I was recruited to sell insurance at one point in time, and it didn't work out.
Well, if retirement in
Ohio?
Yeah, up in Ohio.
Yes.
Yep,
this
yep.
garden thing doesn't work out, give us a call, you know.
Yes. So where were we?
We were talking about looking for members, and
Oh,
you're growing
yes.
from 70 to 100, and what's going on?
Exactly. So we have members have lots of opportunities to do the kinds of things they're interested in. We have a gardening group that actually maintains 3 public gardens here in Martin County. Over at the log cabin at Langford Park, we maintain that property. We have a butterfly garden over at Indian Riverside Park that is just delightful. In fact, for Arbor Day, we're putting a new tree into that garden.
Nice.
And then we also maintain the gardens at Hook Library as well. We plant and maintain the planters in downtown Jensen Beach. So as you're driving through Jensen Beach and stopping and walking up and down the road,
It's your handiwork.
Take a look at those beautiful pots. We call them planters, not pots, but take a look and how nice they are. So we've been maintaining those as well.
Do you have to water them constantly, or do you have like drought-resistant plants that you use here in
It
Florida?
is a problem, and the chamber assists in the watering, and actually they try to take responsibility for the watering, but we check it out in case they're
Well, if Ron's,
forgetting.
if you crack the whip on Ron, I'll tell him,
Yeah,
get out
exactly.
there and start watering more often, Ron.
terrific.
Right. It's been dry the last few weeks.
Yeah, yes, it has. Yes, it has, and it's tough on the flowers, obviously. And we have monthly meetings beginning in October. Our program year is October through April. And so the February's monthly meeting, which Mary Chambers is hospitality for, and we're having food from the heart. So we always eat, but we have
Nice.
a wonderful speaker coming to our February 15th meeting. It is at the Bocchino Center at the Langford Park. It begins at 9:30 with social time and registration and ends right after lunch. Nan Rothschild, who is a master gardener and second vice president of Port St. Lucie Orchid Society, is going to be talking about orchids and particularly vanilla orchids. And she makes a vanilla paste from orchids herself. And she will have orchids to sell at the meeting and tell us all how she makes the vanilla paste.
And what do they do with the vanilla paste, or is that the secret?
Use it in cooking.
Yeah, to say eat it.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
orchids to buy and to eat.
Exactly.
that
Exactly.
I'd like to grow some of those.
So,
Yes.
so that's fun and exciting. In our March meeting is about native plants, and Ellen Broderick from the Native Plant Society will be with us, and we're going to learn how important it is that we use native plants in our landscapes in order to attract our pollinators, in order to attract birds,
And attract mosquitoes with all those bromeliads I see.
well, there's things you can do about that. However,
I have tons. I have taken out tons of bromeliads from my property.
well,
Tons.
there is something that you. It's a little pellet that
Yes,
you can
I've-
drop in.
I've got some.
Okay.
And because I have
Well,
a
he's
tenth
got
of
the
an
l-
acre.
Because I have a lot of bromeliads.
Oh my
too.
goodness, it's crazy.
They do spread
time.
wildly.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Well, Gary has the
Have
little
you guys
Garden
come
of
over?
Eden at his house.
Yes, we did have you come over and take a
Absolutely.
look at my Garden of Eden, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it's
beautiful.
It's amazing.
A lot
Oh,
of nice
we'd love
flowers.
to. I accept that
Definitely.
invitation.
Because there's some plants that I have these little signs in some of the trees that I've identified, know what they are, but there's a ton that I don't know. So I'm going to give you some expertise.
Well, we will send
uncovering.
Mary and Gail Rounds, who is our consultant, our gardener consultant, Gail Rounds, to take a look, and she will identify them
Fantastic.
for you.
I would love to have you over.
Okay.
It's really nice. It's very peaceful and tranquil. You know, it's very, very, very quiet back there.
So our last meeting of the year is in April. It's also our annual meeting and our installation of new officers because Georgia Fowler, who is my co-president, and I will be coming off as co-presidents, and we will have a new president starting May 1.
And who might that be?
We don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
That will be voted on at
All
this
right.
annual meeting.
All right, fantastic.
Is there ballots, or how are they elected? Is there
Well, there's a nominating
Election?
committee that puts up a slate.
any accusations of election fraud in the club?
Absolutely not.
Good. It's nice, clean.
I presume, Tom,
Very
there
clean.
are no politics in the garden club.
No politics in the garden club.
Well, where
at
two
all.
or more are gathered, there is politics.
Not in the garden club.
I love it.
All right, good.
I love it. I would join just because of that.
Heck yeah. Nice and peaceful relationships.
Lord.
Nice.
Hey, we're gonna take our first break. We'll come back and then we'll take a look at what else that you have to share with us about the Jensen Beach Garden Club, and we'll bring in Mary and Dana in for some more grilling. We got some more grilling, hard questions for you ladies as well. So stay tuned. You're listening to the world famous Quality of Life radio show on WSTU 1450 and WPSL 1590 AM and on Facebook Live. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Insurance Group. We are a local independent insurance agency located right here on the Treasure Coast. I've been a resident here for 34 years and have helped thousands of clients with their insurance planning needs. We specialize in life, health, and Medicare insurance planning. Don't travel the road alone. Let us be your guide. We are the Owen Insurance Group. Contact us today at 772-210-1020 or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.net.
Age comes with wisdom, and wisdom comes with benefits. That's especially true when it comes to Medicare. So make the wise call and go to CignaWise.com to compare your Medicare Advantage plan to Cigna today. Cigna offers dental coverage and $0 primary doctor visits in most areas. Hearing, vision, and an over-the-counter allowance all in one plan. You can even earn rewards for doing healthy activities. So go to CignaWise.com and compare your Medicare Advantage plans to Cigna today. Again, that website is CignaWise.com. Cigna Medicare Advantage. Because wisdom comes with benefits. Benefit options vary by plan and service area. You must reside in the plan service area. Cigna is contracted with Medicare for PDP plans, HMO, and PPO plans in select states, and with select state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in Cigna depends on contract renewal.
You are listening to WSTU, Stewart, Jensen Beach, Hope Sound, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Hey, listen, welcome back to the world-famous Quality of Life radio show, and we have some fabulous ladies in the room representing the Jensen Beach Garden Club. We have Faye, Mary, and Dana, and I know, Faye, we were talking at the break about quality of life, and Jensen Beach Garden Club believes in those ideals, so tell us a little bit more.
Absolutely. I think it's very appropriate that we're on the show because that's why we're here, is to improve the quality of life for Martin County. So I know it might be a little boring, but I'm going to read our mission statement because I think it really proves
we love
who
mission
we are
statements, don't we?
and,
Absolutely.
And why we want to be here. The object of this club shall be to complement our local natural environment by encouraging interest in gardening, by involvement in public garden maintenance and beautification projects, and by expanding knowledge for adults and children regarding the flora of Florida, water quality, preservation and conservation, invasive species, and the protection of birds, butterflies, bees, trees, flowers, and shrubs.
I have all those on my property. I love it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you're right, though. It does beautify the county. It beautifies the property. It beautifies your life. It brings in wildlife, birds and bees and butterflies. It's amazing, right?
It is.
And it just makes it for a great life.
Sure does.
So
let's talk about the Garden
yes,
Expo. Is that okay?
Yes. I think Dana wants to talk about the expo.
Dana.
All right.
You're up.
All right. Well, we're excited. This year will be our second Garden Expo. So if you're not doing anything, or set your calendars for Saturday, February 25th, and we will be holding it at Indian Riverside Park next to the Children's Museum. So there's a nice flat field on the north side of that, and that's where we had our expo last year. So I got involved in the garden club. I joined October a year ago, and in November, Faye asked me to come help out with our first ever expo. These ladies were trying a new concept, a new idea, and we wanted to bring something new and exciting to the community. And they said, would you help out? Would you help out with the layout? And I'm like, sure. So I jumped in and joined the rest of the very hardworking ladies, and I was amazed at the success of last year's expo. For the first time ever, we were just thrilled with it. Mother Nature gifted us with a beautiful day, and we had 29 booths filled with various vendors, from selling plants to garden accessories. Also, we had speakers presenting, and we had people coming in and out of that expo all day long. It was a wonderful success. We all stood back at the end of it and said, wow, this was really good. People really liked it. Let's do it again next year. So here we are. So again, as I said, it will be Saturday, February 25th. The time will be from 9 to 3. We'll have parking on site helping you get there. And this year we have expanded the number of vendors to 30, and they're going to take up 39 booths. We have a lot of folks bringing lots of plant material and other exciting things. They're taking double booths. We'll have extra help as well from 2 community resources. One is Project Lift. They've got volunteers that will come and help folks who are buying things, take things to their car, help them with heavier purchases. We also have the Jensen Beach High School Key Club. Students from that organization will also be helping out. So we're really happy to be involving community associations and kids in this whole effort and endeavor.
Good job. That sounds exciting. So February 25th,
Indian Riverside
Park
right
from
in
9
Jensen
a.m. to 3 p.m.
Exactly.
Cost to get in.
Free.
What?
But bring your checkbook and credit card.
We will have, in case you're feeling generous, we will have a donation box, and we'll be gladly accepting your donations in lieu of an entrance fee.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Owen Insurance Group is one of the sponsors. Yes.
Absolutely, and we
So we're very happy.
really appreciate your sponsorship of our show.
Well, this is important. I mean, people don't think that this could be any significance to contributions to Martin County, but there is a lot. And what you ladies do is phenomenal, so we appreciate your efforts.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about where your donations go to, other than the expenses that we have to put on the show, which we've tried to keep to a minimum. But everything that we raise, except for expenses, goes towards supporting other community organizations that are compatible with our mission. So, for instance, we have donated several $1,000s to House of Hope for their community gardens. They have community gardens in neighborhoods all around Martin County. Plus, they have a traveling garden that's an educational garden that they take to various schools in various community areas so the kids can learn about vegetables, how to grow them, what it looks like. It's not just from the grocery store.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, and the traveling garden will be at the expo, so you can check it out and see what Brussels sprouts really look like when they're growing.
I love Brussels sprouts.
I'll go see the plumerias. Point me to the cactus department.
We also will have, so I was saying who we support, so we also support summer camperships for kids in need at the Environmental Study Center, at Florida Oceanographic. Last year we supported the Sailing Center and the kids program there. So we are very much about helping our young people learn about the environment here in Florida and in Martin County.
Love it. Love it. So we also have a fairly new master gardener, Mary Chambers. So Mary, can you tell us a little bit about how you became a master gardener?
Well, it was always on my bucket list when I was working, but I didn't have time. So when I moved down here, girlfriend and I signed up. What it is, it's a 12-week course. You go, it's every Wednesday out of the Martin County Extension Center on, Old Dixie Highway. And we were in class from 9 o'clock till 3 o'clock every Wednesday. And it's sponsored by the University of Florida. So the teacher was wonderful. Jennifer Pelham, wonderful teacher. The course starts usually in March. It's going to start up again. And so we learned everything. We learned about irrigation, fertilization, Florida-friendly landscaping, just bugs, lots of bugs, and diseases, and we learned a little bit about everything. And we passed. It was an open book test, but we passed. And now, the first year, it's all about volunteerism and more education. So the first year, we have to put in 75 hours of volunteering. So they do have a shade house right there on the campus, and you're able to, on Thursdays, we go and we volunteer, and we weed, and we propagate, and do a little bit of everything. And
Very
they
nice.
do have plant sales once a month also there. And the fair is going on right now, the county fair, and we put up a booth. The newbies, we're the new graduates. We put up a little booth. I put a butterfly garden together, and that's on display at the Martin County Fair. So these are all little things that you have to keep up. And I am learning. I'm new at it, but this has been going on for over 30 years in Martin County, the Master Gardeners.
Gary,
So.
I see an opportunity for Mary. Will the hours for 75 work at private residence?
Oh. My husband.
Yeah, Gary needs a lot of weeding,
my Lord.
plant identification. I mean, we can. I mean,
Well, maybe the
will those
plant,
hours?
maybe the plant identification, but I don't know about the weeding.
Well, you did mention weeding.
It's very therapeutical. We got music playing, you know. We got birds singing.
Got little gnomes singing. I mean,
Well,
I hear
we'll
voices
have
all
to
the
talk
time.
about that.
Speaking about education, too, our expo is more than just a plant sale. It is an educational experience for the people that come, because every hour on the half hour we have a speaker. So let me just quickly run through the schedule if I can. At 9:30 we'll have vegetable gardening in containers, and that'll be put on by Jennifer Pelham, who is the Martin County Extension Director and Urban Horticulture Agent with the University of Florida. At 10:30, we'll have Orchids, Orchids, and More Orchids by John Erickson, who is president of the Port St. Lucie Orchid Society. At 11:30, we'll have Protecting Your Ornamental Plants from Pests. This is really interesting. Cindy McKenzie and Z. Ahmed, both PhDs and research entomologists with the U.S. Horticultural Research Lab, which is part of the Agricultural Research Service of the U.S. Department of Agriculture in Fort Pierce, will enlighten the audience with a show and tell about insects, and they are actually bringing the pests, the bugs, in jars, in
don't
containers.
let 'em
go. That's right.
We heard
for
what happened with
everybody
those
to
love
see.
bugs,
And
you
there'll be
know?
a big demonstration. That'll be fascinating. There's a new invasive bug that is causing major damage, especially to gardenias. So they'll be talking about some of that. Very interesting.
Great. I gotta listen to that.
Yeah. At 12:30, it'll be Go Native Plants, that is. Well, from Greg Braun, who is president of the Florida Native Plant Society of Martin and St. Lucie counties. And at 1:30, everything you want to know about fruit trees that are manageable to plant in your yard. This is 5 dooryard fruit trees, and Mark Warden, who is a master gardener and chairs the annual Taste of the Tropics
Fantastic.
at the fairgrounds. So we have a great lineup of speakers, a lot to learn. There will be a demonstration beehive there as well. One of the vendors will have that.
That's Holman House Honey.
Holman House.
Be sure to stop by that booth.
Thank you very much. And food trucks.
Yeah, I was gonna
Food
ask,
trucks.
I was gonna ask you if there's
Is it
food
more
trucks.
than just the paste?
We can't be
More
eating
than the paste.
Yeah,
More-
okay, so
more
we're not
than
just
the
eating
orchid
flowers.
paste.
That's great.
Yes, we'll have 2 food trucks. Tuesti will be there all day, and so this food truck specializes in wonderful coffees, great pastries and muffins that'll get you through the morning, and then also delicious sandwiches in the afternoon. In the afternoon, we'll also have Kona Ice there, and both of these vendors have generously offered to donate back a portion of their proceeds from that day's event to our efforts and organizations. So very, very happy for that.
It's going to be a fun day.
Well, yeah,
I will
because
be there.
of course I'm going to be. I got to be there. I got to listen. I mean, this is
You gotta
this is
be there.
important stuff for me, for my yard. I've got a Palm City Gala that night that starts. I think I got to be there at 5:30. So I got time.
You got
I think I
time.
can make it.
You got plenty
So
of
that
time.
sounds great.
And free door prize tickets. Now, our vendors give us door prizes. Our speakers give us door prizes, which then we pull the tickets. The tickets are free. So when you come into the show, don't forget, you must go past the registration tent in order to get your door prize ticket. And we pull them every hour on the half hour, sometimes 5 or 6 door prizes every hour. So we've got a lot going on, and I hope you support all of our wonderful vendors that are there as well.
So most of you that are out there have nothing to do on Saturday, February 25th. So make it a point to come out and support the Jensen Beach Garden Club, the expo from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And if you need more information, who do they contact?
Get on our website, which is a fabulous new website. You will really enjoy it. There's a whole section about the website, and of course that's Jensen Beach Garden Club, all spelled out, .com.
You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
I went on the website yesterday, and I had to stop because I had to get back to work. But I tell you what, that is a great website. Whoever did it did a wonderful job.
Lisa Oster is our webmaster, and she does do a fabulous job. She does all of our publicity.
Well, I'm excited.
Can I give one shout out?
Absolutely.
I want to shout out to Jim Dragseth of Shearwater Marine. He is a loyal friend of Jensen Beach Garden Club. And Jim, if you're listening, thank you so much for everything you do for us.
Good morning, Jim, and thank you, and hopefully you are tuning in.
And I want to give a shout out to Mr. Pat Chambers, my Alaska fishing buddy, Mary Chambers' butcher husband, ex-butcher husband. Hope you're doing well, Pat. Had fun in Alaska.
And Nana, any shout out for you? Anybody out there you want to say hello to?
I would love to thank all of the sponsors who contributed to our success. We had really generous donations from a whole variety. If I could, I would love to take a moment just to call out their names.
Absolutely.
So our primary sponsors are Nesha Farm, Lindstrom Air, Aceto and Associates, Stewart Lawn and Garden. We have Edward Jones and Pinder's Nursery. Pinder's Nursery is also going to be a vendor there as well. We have Umberto's Euromotor. I take my car there. And Tom Bouvier. Thank you so much for your generous donation and our opportunity to talk about ourselves here today. We also have Realty One and Welcome Home Realty as sponsors, Elite Hearing Centers, Mulligan's, Shearwater Marine, Jan's Place, White Glove Movers, and Custom Landscaping. And Steve Glowacki is also one of our members, and he also has a booth there. So thank you to all of you and your generous donations.
A lot of good people, a lot of good businesses there, so that's great. Congratulations, and keep up the good work, ladies. That's awesome. Beautiful. Let's beautify Martin County even more than what she is.
And we have a lot of fun doing it. As you can tell,
That's the
we've
key
become
word.
such good
Having
friends.
fun, right?
Yep.
I mean,
And you're very interesting, I must say.
Thank you.
Yeah, we enjoyed having you, ladies, very much so. We're gonna transition to. Well, I guess we'll have to go on our second and last break of the show, and then Tom, you and I can transition to the top 10 Valentine's Day gifts, and then talk real quick about what we mean by that. So hang tight, stay tuned. You're listening to the Quality of Life radio show, and we'll be right back.
This is Gary Owen of the Owen Insurance Group. We are a local independent insurance agency located right here on the Treasure Coast. I've been a resident here for 34 years and have helped thousands of clients with their insurance planning needs. We specialize in life, health, and Medicare insurance planning. Don't travel the road alone. Let us be your guide. We are the Owen Insurance Group. Contact us today at 772-210-1020 or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.net.
Age comes with wisdom, and wisdom comes with benefits. That's especially true when it comes to Medicare. So make the wise call and go to CignaWise.com to compare your Medicare Advantage plan to Cigna today. Cigna offers dental coverage and $0 primary doctor visits in most areas. Hearing, vision, and an over-the-counter allowance all in one plan. You can even earn rewards for doing healthy activities. So go to CignaWise.com and compare your Medicare Advantage plans to Cigna today. Again, that website is CignaWise.com. Cigna Medicare Advantage. Because wisdom comes with benefits. Benefit options vary by plan and service area. You must reside in the plan service area. Cigna is contracted with Medicare for PDP plans, HMO, and PPO plans in select states, and with select state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in Cigna depends on contract renewal.
You are listening to WSTU, Stewart, Jensen Beach, Hope Sound, Martin County's Heritage Station.
All right, welcome back to the Tom and Gary Show, a.k.a. the Quality of Life Radio Show. We're going to share with you top 10 Valentine's Day gift ideas. So if you have not yet gone out and given your significant other, your honey bunny, the love of your life, a gift for Valentine's Day, there is still an opportunity. And Tom and I will we'll make ourselves available to get these gifts right away from us. Post haste before the sun sets today.
Absolutely. And to get these gifts, you can give us a call at 772-210-1020.
And that's 772-210-1020 for those of us who are dyslexic and can't figure out what.
Well, that's the way I say it, Gary.
Well, we're reversing roles here this morning.
And
we are located right behind Key West Diner. So if you know where Key West Diner is, one of the famous, fabulous diners in Martin County, we're right behind Key West Diner, right next to Beach's MRI. We have a 3,000 square foot facility. We have agents and support staff there, so come by and say hello and check out our new puppy. Well, she's not that new, but a year and a half now, and it's Princess Leia. She's a little 30-pound mini golden doodle, and she loves treats.
Yes.
All right, so Tom, you want to start with like the top 10. Well, you do number 1, and I'll follow suit.
All right. So forget the chocolate. It's not good for your teeth. Keep the roses because they're good for your peace.
What about smiles?
Dental insurance. Wouldn't your love of your life like a nice brand new dental policy? With 3 free cleanings a year, you can keep that mouth clean, healthy for your Valentine.
Make it sparkle, pucker up, and land that big fat kiss with a great.
This is the relevant content part of the show, folks, so pay attention. So
if you get ticked off with your spouse or significant other, you may want to purchase an accident and sickness hospital plan. So if you fall real hard for your lover, you can get reimbursed for the ER visit and hospital copays and so forth. I will tell you, thank God I have an accident plan. So when I had to go to the ER, in fact, I had 2 HI plans, hospital indemnity plans, and accident sickness plans. So both of them end up paying out the claim. And also I have a dental reimbursement program in addition to dental insurance. So I had a crown the other day. I paid $700 and some odd dollars, like $796 for the crown, and got reimbursed $550 for that. Woo-hoo. So it's great to have insurance. So get some.
Get some. I just learned something. I didn't know there was a dental indemnity plan. Holy cow. All right. You learn something new on this show every time. Now, health insurance. So if you're heart sick because your Valentine is away or left you, you can see Dr. Love and get your achy, breaky heart all mended.
Which Dr. Love? Dr. Love 1 or Dr. Love 2?
Both of them.
2 for the price of 1. What a special Valentine's Day discount that is.
This is great ideas.
This is good stuff. This is my favorite. Number 4. So protect the ones you love. Show them that you love them with a life insurance policy. So in the unfortunate event you go to the pearly gates before your Valentine does, they will have some moolah to find an alternative Valentine's love and
Wait,
gift.
that's not what it says. They'll have money to remember you with.
And quite frankly, really, life insurance is affordable. There's all types of life insurance, depending what your needs are. And so, again, give Owen Insurance Group a call. We will help be your guide.
Absolutely. And again, if you do go before your Valentine does, get a final expense policy in the case of you going before your Valentine does, so that they'll have money to pay for your funeral.
And we have in my networking group, the Treasure Coast Masterminds group, we have someone that represents the funeral home, and I love her commercial because she says, "We will make you smoking hot for all eternity."
I think that's her cremation service.
I think so.
That's correct.
Right.
That's correct. All right, number 6. There's another passion of mine: Medicare supplement plans. Medicare is confusing as all get out. All insurance planning is confusing and convoluted, and insurance carriers make it that way. So, but anyway, we are here at Owen Insurance Group to help simplify your Medicare insurance planning. So, with a Medicare supplement plan, you can choose your Medicare and go anywhere you want to go in the country that accepts Medicare. So, you're in the driver's seat. You have the flexibility and the freedom to choose to go where you want to go. So, that is what we do. We educate. And we're transparent, and we help you to be your guide so you can make the right informed decision, because the decisions you make today can last a lifetime. It is important to get it right the first time.
Absolutely. And the 7th top of the top 10 Valentine's
Tom,
gift
hold on a
ideas.
second.
What?
Hold on a second.
What?
I want to ask a question.
Okay.
Are you girls having fun? Are you bored?
No, we're having fun.
Okay.
You guys are
I
fun.
just want to make sure you're still with us.
We are. We're laughing along with you.
I love it. All right, Tom. Sorry to interrupt. I just want to make sure that we're still have all these ladies in tune with us here.
Okay. Number 7 is fixed annuities. How exciting is that?
Yes.
Well,
that's the 8th wonder of the world, I heard.
It is, because so many of our Valentines have broken hearts because of their 401ks, their savings account had plummeted the last several years due to the market downturn. When they see all their hard-earned saved money going down the drain in a down market, with a fixed annuity, you can have guaranteed income for life to make you and your Valentine happy for years to come.
That's a great Valentine's gift.
It is a great Valentine's gift.
Goodness.
Put a lump sum amount and set it and forget it.
And there's number 8. For those of you who missed the ACA open enrollment period for individual health insurance under 65, there are opportunities for you to get involved and enroll in a short-term medical plan. So if you're between insurance plans and need to assure your Valentine that you won't go broke or have to file bankruptcy in the case of an accident or sickness, you need to look in an affordable short-term medical plan. They go from 1 month to up to 3 years. So bridge that gap to insurance, and we can do that for you here at Owen Insurance Group.
Absolutely. And number 9, vision insurance. So you can keep your eyes healthy.
So you can see your Valentine.
So you can see the beautiful face of your Valentine. Absolutely.
All right. And number 10, a cancer or critical illness policy. In case you are so lovesick that your body starts to succumb to the ravages of cancer or other critical illnesses, you can earn fast cash. It's tax-free. So God knows, it's no laughing matter, but cancer statistics are up. Roughly 1.8 million people each and every year are diagnosed with cancer. It's disgusting. It's horrible. And unfortunately, my cousin in Ohio died of cancer yesterday, so he lost his battle to cancer. It is horrific, and there's cancers in my family. So I am, set with 2 cancer policies, because I know it's not a matter of if, but probably when in our family. But again, to have a cancer or critical illness policy that pays you cash benefits upon diagnosis of cancer or a heart attack or stroke, that is absolutely important. So if you're still working and you need to take time off to take care of yourself physically, go to those doctor visits and ensure that you have a good quality of life, you need to have some kind of money to protect that when that date does come. So these are very affordable. Again, just like any other insurance, like every other type of insurance, The younger you buy it, the less expensive it is, and obviously it's better for you as far as affordability and planning in your budget. So if you have questions, give us a call at Owen Insurance Group, 772-210-1020.
There you go. Top 10 Valentine gifts. Give us a call.
And Tom, what is the origin of Valentine's Day?
So I've studied a lot about this over the years, and many people just think it's just giving gifts and writing little cards and giving candy and stuff. But it originated. Most of the historical documentation believes this: that in the days of Emperor Claudius in Rome, he was involved in so many unpopular and bloody campaigns. He couldn't get people to join his army. The emperor had to maintain a strong army and believed that Roman men were unwilling to join the army because of their strong attachment to their wives and their lovers. Thus, he banned all marriages and engagements in Rome. Can you believe that? No. Valentine, a priest, realizing the injustice of the decree, defied Claudius and continued to perform marriages for young lovers in secret. When his actions were discovered, Claudius ordered that he be put to death. Valentine was arrested and dragged before the prefect of Rome, who condemned him to be beaten to death with clubs and to have his head cut off. The sentence was carried out on February 14th, on or about the year 270 A.D. Legend also has it that while in jail, St. Valentine left a farewell note for the jailer's daughter, who had become his friend, and signed it, "From your Valentine." So thus the tradition.
So we love Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we do, I didn't do it this year, but typically we do it every year, and I just got so busy, forgot to do it, forgot to instruct my team to do it. But for all of our single lady clients, we always send out, again, except for this year, shame on me, a Happy Valentine's Day card with a $10 gift card to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. Just say that, we're thinking of you and you're my sweetheart. They love that stuff. So
nice.
to all of our single Valentines, Happy Valentine's Day to you. If you need a Valentine, I have a friend of mine whose name is Tom Bouvier, and
Come by the office.
He needs more Valentine stickers and kisses. All right, so
Oops, I don't know if my wife will like that.
it's harmless kiss. It's a Valentine's Day kiss, Tom.
Hershey's Kiss.
10 fascinating facts about flowers. So it'd be a good opportunity to include our ladies here in the room to test their skill set and knowledge. So,
okay.
So question number 1. Are all flowers or some flowers carnivorous, and do they trap insects? Tell us a little bit more to digest them. So tell us a little bit more about that, Mary. Are flowers carnivorous?
I don't believe so.
There are plants
They're carnivorous.
Okay,
but
so
not
there's plants.
And Venus flytraps, they are definitely carnivorous, but most flowers, they just want visitors to pollinate so they can reproduce.
Okay.
Very good.
So, right, we have to get our terminology right with all these experts. Flowers, plants are totally different. Right.
Well,
plants can be flowering.
flowers, yeah.
Now,
flowers can
how
be
about
plants.
this? Can flowers hear buzzing bees?
I'm not aware of auditory capabilities, but they probably are sensitive to vibrations.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead, take 3, Tom.
Some flowers are used as natural insecticides. For example, do you know which
Marigolds.
one?
Pyrethrum.
Marigold.
Daisy.
Pyrethrum daisy is commonly used as a green pest control measure. Have you ever heard of that? But also marigold.
Marigolds, yes.
So we need marigolds in our garden.
What kind of insects does it keep away?
Well, they keep away. They're good for vegetable gardens. They keep away the grubs or
Marigolds.
yeah, marigolds. Yeah.
You often see them planted in borders around gardens.
Okay.
I like that. Okay, so I'm writing down marigolds to buy some
marigold.
marigolds on my to-do list. It's very extensive,
And
but
don't
we're going to add
forget
it.
citronella and mosquitoes.
Yes, we have citronella. We have tons of that since we have a lot of mosquitoes in our backyard.
Citronella for mosquito.
But we're
okay.
taking care of that
All right.
methodically. Flowers are thermogenic and can generate heat to attract pollinators. Is that accurate?
I think I'll have to look into that.
Yeah,
one.
I would too.
Well, these
I
are
would too.
off the internet, so we're hoping they're
gosh.
true. Everything on the internet is
If it's on
true.
the internet, then it's true.
No, the best source on the internet is to look up IFAS.
IFAS.
And that is where you would go to get the right information.
IFAS.com?
Yes.
All right.
That's
So
from
we have been
University of
instructed.
That's the University of Florida.
Florida's.
Okay.
And that's
Fantastic.
scientifically
Go
proven.
Knowles. But there are over 300,000 different species of flowering plants in the world. That's
Correct.
Is that correct? Okay, great. Finally, one is correct. Yeah.
So this is interesting. I don't know how it's true, but maybe you ladies know this. Flowers are known to emit a faint humming noise that is inaudible to humans.
I don't think so. Maybe when they move in the breeze, possibly, but I don't think
Right.
so.
Okay.
You know, I don't think so.
All right. Flowers are capable of growing incredibly fast. We do know that, right? For example, the world's fastest growing flower is a bamboo orchid, which can grow up to 12 inches in a single day.
I would almost believe that. Bamboo, you can watch it grow.
I've heard that.
You can
I've
watch
seen
it
a
grow.
TV program on that.
Bamboo's
Okay.
amazing. Flowers are interesting not just for the beauty, but also for their medicinal properties. For example, the aloe vera plant is commonly used to treat burns and wounds.
Absolutely.
That is absolutely true.
Yep, yep. Flowers have been used in religious ceremonies for years. For example, lotus flowers are associated with the sun god Ra in ancient Egypt. We know that to be true.
And then finally, some flowers are capable of moving, a trait that is known as thigmotropism. Never heard of that
Good
word
shot.
before.
I read that. It means it crawls like a vine. It can grow. So I believe also like the orchid. I think that's what they mean by moving.
Well, if you watch time-lapse photography, you can see
There you
curling
go.
tendrils of vines, and it's really fascinating.
Thigmotropism.
They want to live.
They want to live.
You know, I think plants really do respond, though, to music, to your voice, to the environment around them.
Garden loves me.
And I think it really.
Sing to them.
Yeah, exactly. When I'm not there,
They're sad.
They're sad.
I believe it.
All right. Well, now here you have the rest of the story with the Jensen Beach Garden Club. So we are so lucky to have you ladies come. So thank you all very much for being with us, and happy Valentine's Day to all of you.
Thank you.
Thanks for
We
having
had a
us.
great time.
Well, I'm so glad. I'm glad we did. I mean, Tom and I, we get lucky every once in a while, and I think today we were on our A game.
This is awesome.
All right, so next week, Tom and I will be back, and we're going to razzle-dazzle you with more fun and facts and information you need to know to protect and enhance your quality of life. Thanks for joining us today. We appreciate you being with us. Hope you enjoyed the show. Please share us with your friends, your family, your loved ones, your neighbors, and remember, Treasure Coast, stay safe, slow down, keep healthy, be happy, and enjoy your quality of life.